What's up, guys? It's Brian again from Lake Hickory Scuba and Marina. If you are new to our channel, do me a huge favor. Hit this little subscribe button right here and ding that little bell as well. That way you guys are going to be notified every time we upload new content. Now, I got a neat little product that I've actually been sitting on for more than a decade. This is made by a company either called Mara or Mara. It's M-A-R-A. And at a previous shop that I actually managed, we actually sold a product. Matter of fact, this was one of the ones we sold. It was actually given to me years ago, and I never really used it over the last 10 years or so until just the other day. I took this thing out and tested it. And what is it actually? It's an Ascent alarm. So basically, it straps onto your mask, sits right up against your head or near your ear, and if you come up, say, faster than a foot every 2 seconds or 30 feet a minute, it beeps to let you know, hey, you're coming up too fast, you need to slow down. And somebody's going to probably ask, why would you ever want this over a dive computer? And trust me, I completely understand. I encourage all divers to use a dive computer. It's got every alarm known to man. However, there are times when this guy would really come in handy, and we're going to kind of talk about that throughout this video. But we're actually going to take it out and let's test it and see exactly how it works and whether or not I think it would be a great product for you. All right, guys, before we take this thing out and test it, we do need to install it on our mask. And if you look closely, you'll notice there's a little sleeve area here where your mask strap is actually going to go through. And I've already actually disassembled my mask strap here. All I'm going to do is just slide it on, just like that. I'm going to slide it all the way back. And then, of course, I'm going to reinstall the actual strap into the mask buckle here. This is usually the hardest part, but we got it pretty easily. And then, of course, we can thread this back through if we need to and get it adjusted. But let's see if we can get it back through the little keeper. And then we will take this thing out and dive it and see exactly how well this thing works. And I'm having a little trouble, so we're just going to leave it out of the keeper right there. Let's get our mask adjusted. Get it adjusted. It's not actually going to sit on your ear. It's going to sit just above it or just in front of it there. I can tighten or loosen as needed. So, yep, all good. Let's take this thing underwater and let's see exactly how it works. All right, guys, so now that I've got it installed on my mask, we're just going to go make a couple of little fun dives with this thing just to see how well it works. And first thing I want to state is, I would actually suggest slightly tighten your mask a little bit extra than what you normally would. Typically for me on my mask, I leave it super loose. I just let the pressure of the water hold it on my face. However, one of the problems I found with, if you don't tighten it down to a certain point, it does add just enough little weight there on the side of your head that it's going to pull your strap down, and I was constantly having to readjust my mask. But a simple extra little click through the buckle can fix all those problems that I was having. And here you can see I'm just constantly having to adjust it. Other than that, it was very comfortable. I didn't find that it was any protrusions on the side of my head. I didn't find that it was getting in the way of anything. It definitely wasn't an entanglement hazard. It's definitely not as big of a bulk as, say, if somebody who wears a snorkel or even a flashlight on the side of their mask. I mean, to be honest, other than it just falling down and constantly hit me in the ear, I couldn't really feel that it was there. And I'll tell you, the sensitivity of this thing is unbelievable, because all I had to do was just raise my head, and if it was faster than 30 foot a minute or a foot every 2 seconds, it was going off and it was beeping and letting me know, hey, you are coming up too fast. Here you can see the straps already kind of slid back down on my ear, and I'll adjust it. And I'm asking my dive buddy there, hey, can you hear it? Because every time I raised my head, I could actually hear it. To be honest, I think it worked a little too well, and it was almost annoying, to be honest with you. But it did work. And, you know, in an environment like this, I don't think you would really need it. But maybe if it was a colder environment where you were wearing a hood and you couldn't necessarily hear your dive computer beep, this would be a great device to use. Or even if, say, you're in a full face mask and you're diving in blacked out conditions, that's where I really think this thing would shine through. And I think it's a great product. No, we shouldn't always rely on it. However, it is a great tool. It doesn't take up any extra space. It's not going to cause any type of entanglements. It's very comfortable to wear, and it's useful. It's a very efficient device, and yeah, I think it's going to be a good device for you. So there you go, guys. That's my review of the Mara, or Mara, however you say it, Ascent alarm. What do I personally think? As far as comfort, I couldn't really tell that I was wearing it. It actually sat very nice just right up against near my ear there. It was very loud. Now, I did not test this thing with a hood, so I'm not sure how loud it would be with a hood, but it was very comfortable and I could hear it. It was a little annoying at the surface. Every time these little AC connectors there would get wet, it would actually kind of go off and I'd hear it beeping even though I wasn't making a scent, I was at the surface. Or if I was underwater and I would just raise my head really quick, it would actually go off as well. Other than that though, would I wear it? Well, sure, and I'll tell you exactly when I'd wear it and when I wouldn't. First, let's start when I wouldn't wear it. I probably wouldn't wear it for everyday diving. We have dive computers, they beep for us. We can monitor our ascent rates. But when would I wear it? Probably not on a traditional mask, but when I was wearing, say, a full face mask and I was working in pitch black conditions, or what we call blacked out conditions, that's when I would actually wear this thing, because I might be coming up from a salvage job or a commercial job and need to be able to hear that ascent rate on the way up because I can't see my dive computer or something of that sort. And if your dive computer's way over here on your wrist, or maybe you got it on a console mount, having that ascent alarm right here at your ear is definitely going to make it a lot easier when you are wearing, say, a hood. So I probably would, and I might even thread it onto my full face mask just to see how it does. But as far as a traditional mask, even though I probably wouldn't wear it here, it might work for you if you do, say, golf ball recoveries or something that you're not really going to be deep enough that you even have to concern yourself with nitrogen saturation, and maybe you're not wearing a dive computer, maybe you're just wearing, say, a waterproof watch. That's when I would probably actually wear it. But yeah, I'm going to say this is a pretty cool product. Obviously, I'm going to encourage you to always have a dive computer, but this is a pretty cool product. If you're just getting into diving and say you can't afford a dive computer right up front, you're just having to rent them, pick you up one of these, relatively inexpensive. As a matter of fact, even though we don't sell these, I did find these on Amazon. I'm going to drop you a link down below. Click over on that link, purchase one of these, and see what you think for yourself. We're not Amazon affiliates. We don't get nothing out of this. We just really enjoy testing these products out for you. But yeah, like I said, I really think it's a pretty cool product. It might be worthwhile if you're not diving a computer, or if you're in that situation where you got a full face mask and you might be diving in blacked out conditions and you still want your ascent alarm going off for you. But that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys have ever used one of these, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. Would you use it, or have you used it, and what do you think about it? That's going to do it for today's video. If you like it, big thumbs up. Definitely share. If you got any questions, comments, or concerns, drop me a comment down below and we'll talk about it. But until our next video, take care, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.